Hello beautiful people. So today I'm going to talk about traumas and sensitivities and wounds. Almost lost track there. So so yeah. So this is my third ever live Facebook video. It's not in Ireland anymore, and it's not in the room with the best internet, so I do hope you can follow me and hear me. So basically speaking, I want to say in this video that I have compassion and care and love and honor and integrity relating to people's traumas and suffering, because everybody, at the end of the day, Earth is a playground of the soul where we end up suffering a lot of traumas and sensitivities and wounds. So let me just put it this way, sorry about that. So what I want to do is I want to, instead of getting angry and mad at other people's road rage or life rage and their impatience with us and injustice, all these sort of things, like their prejudices, what you want to do is have love and compassion, but also higher self, higher understanding power. So therefore you're alive and awake in your heart, but you don't get trampled over or abused by narcissists or people who are awakening. So it's of utmost important to have boundaries and to have a sense of personal autonomy, to have a sense of your own rights and space and sovereignties and your rights to be you, without you trampling over or abusing other people's boundaries. But you have to understand your own rights. So therefore you can erect a boundary and say, no, you can't come past here. You can't stay here. You can't abuse me. Thanks, Nina. Hey, D. Wow, people are commenting a lot already. Wow, cool. Thanks a lot. And stay also. Yeah. So I just wanted to say, it's of utmost important to also have love and compassion and care. And the spiritual perspective of why people perpetrate against you, abuse you, traumatize you, rob you, prejudice and injustices against you, against women, against blacks, in the past, and it's just gradually changing. Hi, Michelle. Or Michael Roach, my beautiful friend from Ireland. Oh, lovely to meet you again. Nice to hear from you. Nice to hear from everybody. Thanks so much. But yeah, I never got to meet Michael when I was in Ireland for 3 months. I love Michael. Such an amazing man. So from the higher perspective, the deeper understanding, okay, like the soul and life contracts. People come into our lives. One, we make them have a big loss or trauma, or we trigger their trauma as well, so they can heal. So that's the third element, or the second element, okay? We get triggered by other people's unconsciousness, and that allows our past buried pains to be triggered up to the surface, so we can feel, we can deal with, and then heal. So that's wonderful. Isn't that wonderful, folks? Hello, Kendra. Hi, Laura. Deanna Scott. Hello. Don't be anxious. You're doing great. Yeah, thanks. I'm not anxious, but my nose is always a little bit blocked. So I try to breathe properly when I'm talking a million miles per hour. So for me in my life, I'm not just trying to talk stuff about. I don't read books anymore. I do watch YouTube videos, and I learn from people in person who've got experience and maturity underneath them. So in my own experience, I've had a lot of traumas. For the first every year for the first 18 years of my life, I a lot of serious emotional trauma every year. Then at 2 years break up to the age of 20, where I started another trauma, my second huge loss and trauma of my life. This was a physical trauma, but it totally went into the mental and emotional. I was just a mess at that stage. I hadn't healed from the first 18 years, and I was wrecked. Feel, heal, deal. Right on, Kevin. Hi, Anne. Welcome to the video. So this year I've been triggered, which is fantastic. I'm really... Thanks for my trigger. I love you. You're my triggerer. You know who you are, but I don't think you're watching this video. But maybe you are, you never know. So anyway, we have like soul friends and soul contracts. This triggering allowed 2.5 months of, it was a loss, it was a shock, it was a surprise. I won't get into personal details, but it was pretty serious for me. And I've no doubt it was hard for them too, you know. No, I have compassion and empathy, and there's also stuff I don't know about them also, what they've been going through. So I have compassion for my own lack of knowledge and my own lack of understanding about what it's like to be them and what they've been going through and what they've gone through in the past before they even met me. But we do need to have a sense of perspective. Like why we're triggered, why we're traumatized, and there's actually purpose in all of this. So it's not just like a bad mistake. We're not like an innocent victim, you know, of God or life or the universe. So when you have a higher sense of perspective, then you can make sense of stuff, and you can be in pain but without suffering. So you can be in the pain, the emotional hurt, but without a sense of resistance or scornful, judgmental condemnation of it, you know? You can go with the flow of your emotions, and you can go with the flow of the event in life and the processing that you're undergoing. So therefore, it's like riding the wave. You might be in pain, but you're not in something that we might call suffering, which is like unconscious, like deep sort of being lost in pain and suffering, you know. So suffering is like being in pain, but you're oblivious and you're unconscious and you don't know the purpose and you don't know what the end result is supposed to be. You just think it's a doomsday disaster. Having pain and processing old wounds and being triggered when you're conscious and when you see the higher perspective, that's magical, it's beautiful, that has a purpose and you know what it is, and it's for your own healing and growth. And it's to make you a higher version of the previous version that you were before. So this sense of clarity allows peace and freedom and still love in your heart to exist. And just let everyone, this is just like the big picture. It's not like plain sailing all day. Oh, I have peace and love in my heart. It's grief has a process. Like there's different stages, and you can still go through ups and downs. Like I went through a lot of ups and downs, you know, and like you're always learning and you're thinking back over the situation, like what happened, how did it all go wrong, like why did this happen exactly, like what's the purpose or the meaning. So grieving is a process, everyone. You could lose a loved one, you could lose your health, you could lose body parts or functionings, you can lose mobility, you can lose mental functioning, you can lose your memory, you can lose your sharpness or concentration, you can lose a family member to drug abuse, or like lose, there's death, there's the loss of death. You can lose the life that you know. You can lose like a partner, a loved one. You can lose your money. So I in my own little life so far, pretty a lot. I've lost my relationship with God in a tragic loss of the life that I knew, my health. I lost my relationship with God. Now it's a different, like goddess, universe, or God source. But that was traumatizing. I lost my physical health that was abundant, like bouncing. I swear to God, like I've never known anyone with as much energy as how much energy I had. I had colossal, like a dam bursting of energy, and it was spectacular. I swear to God. Oh, how I wish I could get that back, you know, but I'm working on it, and I have to be really careful with my practices in life, because I'm a very sensitive person. Like I'm empathic. I'm medium level empathic. I'm not a high HSP or a highly sensitive person like those super people who are usually very psychic and all that sort of stuff. I'm sensitive to food. I'm sensitive to smell. My hearing is a bit sensitive too. It's pretty crazy. I'm sensitive to drugs and alcohol and cannabis. I swear to God, like I have to take really small dosages. I'm sensitive to coffee. I'm sensitive to chocolate. So usually I get like 1/6 strength of coffee. And the last time I got that here in Canada, the first time, it was still too strong. And it kept me up at night time. It gave me jittery. It was even organic coffee. Still made me feel jittery. So yeah, okay, let's see. So Susan, you're still learning. We're all still continuously learning. Yeah. Yep. Anna Stay says, I've been really conscious since birth, but more so later. But being triggered and intense suffering still with this, and being like this my whole life, it's very hard. I have never had too much reprieve. I also sit with the feelings and do a lot of work. Yeah, that's good. And I stay. Another thing I find is very important, and I do respect and honor your hurt and pain also. You know, we have to practice self-care and self-caring for ourselves. Like, if you look at animals, they rest when they need rest. They sleep when they need sleep. They poop when they need to poop. They pee when they need to pee. They ignore you when they need you to ignore you and to rest or eat or drink or sleep. You know, like my mum's dog, she loves me, but when she's drinking water and my mum goes, Owen, when I'm talking on the video from Canada to Ireland, usually she'd be like looking out the window, you know, where's Owen? But then when she's drinking water, Owen, Owen, she's just like, nothing's coming from her, you know. And I said, Mum, I love the way she looks after herself. She practices self-care brilliantly, and we can all learn from that. So, I find having people who have higher understanding and wisdom and life experience, they can really give us compassion, empathy and love and support. And if we practice self-care, like what I feel is like not eating too much, eating food that's more organic and more unprocessed, whole foods, or even just like juice and smoothies are okay also. More vegetarian is lighter. Vegan is even generally far less toxic and irritating to the human system also. And then you go into raw foods, they have a higher vibration than cooked foods generally. I recommend like 80% raw food up to 100%, but 100% is like kind of difficult. Like I generally aim for 100% raw food, but I'm very flexible. Like I can break it anytime I want, and I do break it, but I usually feel it lower when I break it. See you, Michael. Chat soon. Thanks for watching and lots of love to you. Love you. You're the best. Yeah. So these days I like to eat mostly fruits. Like I call myself, as a fun joke occasionally, like a flexible fruitarian, you know, very, very flexible fruitarian. But I find I feel the best when I eat just fruits. So yesterday I just ate fruits, and that's one of the reasons, and today, that's one of the reasons why I'm in a very good mood and a high vibe. I'm always very creative when I eat raw foods or fruits. I have loads of creativity. It's like my crown chakra is like going zzz. But I don't feel it, to be honest, guys. I'm not going to pretend I'm that sensitive. I'm not. Like, I don't feel anything really. I just feel like emotions and thoughts and clarity and wellness. I feel all that. But people do say, psychics and people doing like crystal chakra work, that my heart chakra and my crown chakra are very like big and active and open, you know. So I'm happy with that. Thanks, Dean. Hey, Dean, how's it going? Welcome. So I'm going to end this video pretty soon. One of the last things I want to say is to be gentle on yourself and to be gentle on other people, because we don't know what they've gone through in the past and why they're acting hurt and wounded and unconscious. But don't forget, like what I said at the beginning, balance that with a sense of personal integrity and personal sovereignty, autonomy, your right to be you, and you to have boundaries and to be able to say, no, I don't want that, or I don't want that right now. And to say, no, I don't want to go there, or just don't go where you don't want to go, and don't hang out with people who you don't want to hang out with. Don't let people like force you around or tell you what to do. You have a right to be you, you know. Thanks, Taylor. Lots of love, man. Appreciate that. Love you. I love it when men express love to me as well, you know. But yeah, everyone. Yeah. So I never, for 10 years or so, I don't go anywhere I don't want to go. I hardly do anything I don't want to do, except for like computer work, you know, related to my purpose and like my creative, passionate outflow. I don't usually do anything with anyone or see anyone I don't want to hang out with. I just don't bother. Why? Why betray myself and like just have a crap time? Life is hard enough without trying to like have a crap time on top of it. Like I'm dealing with like stuff already. I don't have to like spend a few hours like with someone or people I don't really like, or like a pub, people are smoking and drinking or flirting around sex too much, or you know, all that sort of stuff. But I do like mingle and joke with people casually, like a few minutes here, a few minutes there, a few moments, you know. Apart from that, I do a lot of things of my own. So, just to get back to self-care before I end the video, I forgot to say... What did I forget to say? I forgot to say do stuff like water therapy, essential oils, showering, bathing, walking in the river or the ocean or the lake or the sea. Do exercise that you like and love, and don't do too much because that'll fatigue you and tire you out. It'll give you cravings for bad food, and it'll take away your energy, and creativity and your happiness, your emotional mood. Similarly, don't do too much, too little. Don't be too like lackadaisical. Don't be too like sedentary and like you need to move to flow your lymph system. So do stuff like gardening, dancing, yoga, or any of your favorite like exercise that you like. I like cycling. I like rollerblading. I like walking. I like jumping jacks. Some press-ups, some sit-ups, some stretching and yoga. Like I'm very basic at stretching and yoga. Don't worry, Dean. It's okay. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Taylor, and everybody for the love. I also forgot to mention that Anne joined in the video a few minutes ago. Anne McClay. Yeah. Deanna Scott says she loves to walk in the forest. It's so relaxing. Yeah. Listening to the sound of a river for me lately has been extremely relaxing. Listening to the sound of the lake shore, very relaxing. Today I walked in nature along a lake in the nature part, like lots of wildlife. And for me, I saw butterflies, I saw a nice landscape, and I heard birds, and it was extremely relaxing. So nature offers some of the most healing, free energy in the world. And spending time with people who are loving and awakening and caring and can support you to some degree without you overly leaning on anybody, that's very helpful too. So I'm going to preserve a little bit of my energy now. I'm going to have a shower and put some tiny little bit of essential oil on my beard and hair. I'm going to practice self-care and end this video. And I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you all for your love and support and for being you. Keep looking after yourselves, everybody. Please do. Self-care. And then also higher understanding, and then you can care and love for others properly and appropriately without giving too much of yourself or betraying yourself. So it's all in a sense of balance. Them, you, and all in a sense of not too much and not too little. Balance, harmony, health. This ties in with nature and nature's kingdom and animals and insects. They generally never do too much or too little. Just really in the flow. It's like very wise, everyone. Taoism has a lot to learn. It's based a lot around nature and the observation of nature. Thanks, Laura. Yeah. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. It's been my pleasure to make a video too. So thanks for watching. And thanks for creating the space for me to share. And it's been a really nice giving and receiving today. So in this video, I love it. I love the live videos the most. They're the best. I feel like I'm actually talking to real people instead of sometimes videos I'm making my camera. It's just you and the camera. It's not the same. So I hope to make more live videos in the future. And everyone, if you have any topics for the future, I'd really love you to leave your suggestions or questions below, And I'd love to make an inspired video. This video is just pure inspiration out of nowhere. Someone just said about something in a message to me, in a private message. So I just thought I'd make a video. Okay, so thanks for sharing, anybody. Thanks for all your comments, and if you haven't already, give this video a like if you like it, and I'll talk to you again soon. Much love to all you beautiful peoples, men, female, and even men and female, together, and all you beautiful spirits. Love you, thank you, you're the best. Let's do it. Let's do the rest of the day. It's so good to be alive. Thanks God and life. So nice.